Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. Today is January the 2nd, 2019, and I'm going to be transplanting my eggplant today that's growing under the Shanghai LED plant light. And so I'm going to take it over to the table and get it transplanted here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and what I actually did is you can use like a jiffy one of the jiffy peat pots to transplant your eggplants in. Eggplants don't like to have the roots disturbed when they're transplanted, so you want to put them in some type of biodegradable container so you don't disturb the root system when you transplant them. Now I don't have one of those, so what I actually did is I made an oversized newspaper container, and I did this last year and it really worked well for me, so I'm gonna do this again this year. So I filled my newspaper container up with soil, and I tried to take out all of the slow release plant food because I have an organic food I'm going to be adding in with it. I'm going to be using the Eco Scraps all-purpose plant food. It's a 5x5 plant food. So I'm going to be adding about a fourth of a teaspoon I'm putting in. Not even that much. And I have my little garden tools here. So I'm going to be mixing this up in here. Oops, there's a plant food that I missed. And I'm just making a little hole here for my peat pellet to sit in. Now you can see here, this is the root system on it. And the only thing I fed this with was Sea Magic. I didn't use any other type of plant food on this. I just used Sea Magic. So I'm going to have to take some of this out here. Go. And I'm just filling back in around here. Whoops. Go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tamp this down a little bit, and then I'm going to add more soil. So let me go get that. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just filling in around the eggplant here. And I will continue to feed it with the Sea Magic. Okay, so I'm going to get my water and water this. Now, my soil is probably going to sink down, so I'll have to fill in more with soil around the peat pellet. You don't want to go over the peat pellet. And then when the roots start coming out the bottom of this container here, then I will transplant the eggplant to its final container for growing on. Because it's so little, I'm not going to put it in a real big container. I want to give it a chance to establish a really good root system. So, go get my water and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm all ready to water this, and I have room temperature water. Eggplants don't like the cold, so they don't like cold water. Also make sure that your soil is nice and warm when you transplant your eggplants, because eggplants really don't like cold soil or water. They're a heat-loving plant. So I'm just going to gently water this in here. And I like this little watering can because you can just go right in along here and just water. It's real nice and small and works very well. Let's just fill back in around here. As you can see here, the soil sunk down, so I'm just adding a little bit more here. There we go. And water came out the bottom of this. Now, one thing, you don't want to let these sit in water. So, I'm going to drain off the excess water. I'll let it soak it up a little bit, but I'm going to drain the excess water off because I don't want the plant to get root rot from sitting in excessive water. So, I'm going to put this back under the grow light, and as it continues to grow, I'll come back with more videos. I was very pleased with the root system that this had on it. So, this soaked up most of its water here, and I'm going to let it continue to soak just a little bit more up here. And I'll actually put links down in the description for the different plant foods that I used, and the Shanxite LED grow light. And this one here, now this is a pink tung eggplant here. It is an heirloom, and I want to see if I can actually get it to give the eggplant fruits indoors. So I'm doing a complete playlist from start to finish on my indoor vegetable growing experiment. And so far what I've grown is lettuce and one eggplant, this one here, and then I did a Park Whopper tomato. So I still have the Whopper tomato to do, and I'm going to be transplanting that one, so that one to transplant. And I already transplanted the lettuce, so if you happen to miss that video, it is on my channel, so you can check that out. Is to see if I can actually grow vegetables indoors over the winter time. So I'm going to take this one here back over to the light, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I put this back under the grow light here, and as it continues to grow, I'll come back with more videos, and I will show you how it's growing and what it's doing. Now, I did notice with this light here, the plant stayed nice and short for me, which was really nice. And they have the nice thick stems to them. So, so far I'm very pleased and happy with the results that I'm seeing. So this is the lettuce growing over here. I had just transplanted it. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them below and I'll try and answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit that little notification button. That'll tell you as I put a new video on. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!